All right, what's up, lads? We back at it again. It's June 4th, almost 8 p.m. We're actually flying to Hong Kong in 2 hours. We were supposed to depart at 8:25, but the plane got delayed to 9:55. So we're supposed to be on the plane right now, but we have an hour and something. So I was thinking, might as well take advantage of this dead time and get some gains with my brain. You know what I'm saying? So this is the question that we left off yesterday because I was too drunk uh to be JBing. So we're gonna complete it today, right? So the complement is where you flip. Um, so yesterday I was just doing this, right? I was just doing this. But the problem with this is, right, for a regular um for a regular or byte in. Um, let's say 5 will be equals to, right? 101. But the thing is, there are a ton. So this is 3, and a regular 4 byte int has 32 bits. So there will be 29 zeros in front, right? And when you do complement of this, it will be like basically 0 1 0, but there will also be a bunch of ones in front of here, right? Which is a problem because this will evaluate. Oh shit, what did I do? This will evaluate to, as you can see, oh, this as well. This will evaluate to -6, right? Because this is written in 2's complements. So what we really need is this, right? What we really need is this. So how do we do that? Right? How do we do that? I was thinking we convert it to unsigned, but that's not a solution. We tried using like u in like 32t n equals to num. But the problem with that is I did convert it to unsigned, but then when I flip them, right? When I flip them, it will still be all uh it will still be all ones, right? Which is not what I want. So, so what we really want is just to flip these. So let's say if it's 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, right? If it's max, then this should be 0, right? That's what it should be. So what ended up doing is mask equals to 0. And then while, so mask will be equals to 0, right? Will be equals to this, right? And then, because I want it to be the same indentation. Okay. Um, let's say this is 101, right? And then these are all zeros, right? So this is 5. And then So I want to go one and then right shift it, right? And then I want to go one and then right shift it. And then I want to go one and then left shift, sorry. And then one, left shift, one, left shift, one, and then left shift. And then I left shift until they are all zeros. Okay, first number is one bigger or equals to num uh smaller than or equal to 231. This means the first bit has to be zero, right? The first bit has to be zero. Right? Because unsigned representation range is 0 to signed. Oops. So 2 to the power of 31. Right? So yeah, 32. When it's signed, it's 2 to the power of n minus 1 minus 1 and negative 2 to the power of n minus 1, right? However, right now I am operating with signed, but the constraint gives that this signed number will only take the range of the positive numbers, right? So what this really means is the minimum will be equals to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, right? And the maximum will be the first has to be 0 because it's positive and they're all ones, right? That's the maximum I can have. So what I want to do is first I have to understand which bits I have to find the first one, right? I have to find the first one here. Like for example, this is one, right? Or for example, this is one. No, sorry. So for example, this is the number that we have to operate. Then this will be the only one. For example, it's this. Then I have to operate these, right? For example, this, then I have to operate these, right? And then these will all be zeros. These will all be zeros. So coming back here, like if it's one flipped, then one complement will be 0, right? I think that's what it means. So for example, one here, then these will have to be flipped. So it's 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. And then these leading zeros will all be still zeros, right? For example, this, then these numbers will be the ones that I have to flip. Okay, there we go. Um, so what do I want to do? So coming back here. So the mask should be all the mask should be because I have to choose only the ones that have been um that are ones, right? There's one and a left shift. So if I plus one and a left shift. And this will be zero, okay? So for example, this, right? No, 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 no. So this should all be ones. This should all be ones, right? All be ones. Timmy. Okay. And this, there will be one. So it will be zero, right? Because I'll left shift. And then now it'll be one, right? So for example, it's 101. Then I'll left shift, and then I'll left shift again, and then I'll left shift again, and then now it will be zero, right? Uh, and then let's say it's this, and I'll left shift again, uh, left shift again, left shift again, left shift again, left shift again. Okay, and then now I have all the bits that um I have to operate on, right? Because if I negate mask, then it will become this. Then I'll be able to choose uh, all the bits that I need via number or this, right? These are all the bits that I need. After having all the bits that I need, then I'll just flip them, right? Okay, I think I have the logic down for this one. So mask will be equals to 2 to the power of -1. Oh, sorry. It will be equals to in max, right? I think that should be a thing. Yeah, okay. Hopefully that's a thing. And then and number, while mask and number is not equals 0, right? Then what would you do? You would do that, right? This. And then to find bits that I need to operate on, right? All right, cool. And then the next thing you want to do is to select the bits and operate in the game, I guess. So what you want to do here is is so num or mask return num or mask, and then it will be this, right? It will be this essentially. No, num or mask. No. Of all the bits selected, let's say this num, right? So what would this look like? This will be this, right? Um, but then these should all be zeros. I'm sorry, these should all be zeros. So I just need to and delta mask, right? Yep. Return this and mask. Then I should have what I need, I believe. Let's see if this is right. Let's see if this is right. Hopefully this is right. Yes. Okay, there we go. Nice. Cool. Um, understood the logic. It's semi my own solution. It's kind of my own solution. Cool. And then I also want to do this one because this is giving I know how to do, but so to finish this, I would like to reference the island question, right? Number of islands. It's literally the same question, I believe, right? Cool. Um, so DFS, I believe this part is the exact same, maybe, perhaps, could be, right? Row, column, and then this would be board. If R is smaller than zero, so when it's out of the grid, right? When it's out of the grid, then you would return. And then if the grid is not equals to X, then you would return. And grid will be equals to uh something, right? I believe so. Okay, so for in I is smaller than board dot size, and then plus plus I, and then for in J equals to zero, J is smaller than board is zero dot size plus plus J, right? And without modifying the values of board. Hold up. So if, and then there would be a res equals to 0, right? If board I j is equals to x, then what you want to do is you would want to DFS it. Um, DFS I j and then board, right? You would also want to increase the count. You would do that for all, then you would return res. I believe this would be right. No? Oh, shoot. Board, 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 board. Speaking of board, I think we have to board soon. Perhaps. I don't know. Okay, so it does work, right? Because like yesterday when I thought about this, it's like it's exactly the same question. Um, but I don't know how to code it. If I'm being honest, I don't know how to code it. But now that I've done it twice, kind of, I think I would know how to code it. Um, right. So let me do it all together again. So I would have a function called DFS. It will take a row, it would take a column, and it would take the board, right? And then what this would do, if it's out of bounds, if it is out of bounds, if it's board dot size 0, 1, 2, 3, so no, right? So this has to be equals, and if this is out of bounds, right? Then you would return this, right? Simple. Okay, now it's not out of bounds, it is in bounds. However, if it's empty, or if it's not equals to battleship, um, it's not equals to battleship, you would also return. And then now, so it is battleship, right? And what you want to do is you want to modify the thing to be something else. You could do it this, I guess. And then what you want to do is you will recursively call this on different directions, right? This would be up, and then I guess this could be down, and then this would be left, and then this could be right, and then you're done. Okay, cool. So what this does is it, so you're checking every single cell in the grid, right? And then you're checking if there is a ship there. And if there is, then you'll want to find all other ships. Um, yeah, yeah. So you would search in one direction first. So if there's X, then you would call up, but then there's return. And then you would call down, return, left, return, right, return. And then you would go to the next, which is this. And this you would just return. And this you would just return. And then this, uh, you would call DFS on this. And then DFS on this, you would check up first. Dead. And then left. And then you would check down. You would check down and you would modify this to be a dot as well. And then you would check up, and then this would be dot, and then you would check down. Okay, ooh, this would be down as well. And then you would check up, dead, left, up, dead, down, dead, left, dead, right, dead. Okay. And then you would check down now, and then you would check left, dead, right, dead. And then okay, you would come back up, and then down is done. So you would check left, dead, right, dead. And then you would come to this one, dead, return, 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 return. All right, cool. So for n I equals 0, I is smaller than 4 size, plus I. And then you would do the same thing for j. J is smaller than 4, 0 dot size plus j. And then you would do if board I j is equals to x, then naturally you would want to call DFS on this, right? And that will turn uh and that will count for one battleship. And then that will also change the ship into dot. And simple. Beautiful. See this one? Nice. Okay. So is there any other better solutions out there? Hmm. So you're counting the top left corners. By only counting cells that do not have an X on the left and do not have an X above. Oh, wow. Okay. It's kind of smart. So, so if for I j is equals to X and there's no I to the left and there's no I above. However, one problem is clearly it can be out of bounds, right? Um, I minus one. If it's equals to x, so I want to continue. J 大過零 for I j minus 1 is equals to x, and you would also want to continue. Else, plus plus res. This one. That's kind of an amazing solution. Holy Jesus. That is very, very smart, actually. That is very, very smart.
因為我試緊 fit 上，我喺度試緊 fit 上。
Wow, that's such a nice function from. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. That is very, very cool. I love that. That's a smart motherfucking solution. 另外，
呢幅咯係嘛？呢幅幾 cute。呢幅我覺得唔特別靚，雖然呢幅都靚。咩啊？
呢幅唔特別啦，另外一幅。
呢幅你睇唔靚啫，但係呢幅我覺得唔係好靚。
個魚好正啊，Loki。
個魚啊，有唔好啦。
魚佢正哦。
魚啊，點地鯨魚啊？鯨魚都冇咁正住。
哦，呢個冇靚。
呢但唔係特別靚本身上，喺咁樣睇先靚。呢個就條鯨魚咯。
我哋咁樣睇啫嘛，都係有得放。
唔係 real 嚟㗎，Parasite。
係咯。咁你第一幅相係咩？
但係本身幅相唔靚，第一幅相係呢幅相。
哦，係會咁樣㗎。OK。
呢隻係啲生活照咧。
Don't really know, fam. This one is kind of whatever, I feel.
係咪呢個就 whatever？但係嗰個色最靚。
呢都 kind of
點啊？冇理由就冇依家。都幾靚。
哇，
嚇！即係用雞泡魚咩？
有冇 hook 㗎呢個雞泡魚
我覺得可能我哋個 real 我可以用呢幅相咯，我有個 real，其實可以咯，其實好搞笑。
？Right.
咪等我
Free
print 埋
jokes.
先，我個出。
Okay, all right, all right. So this okay, lead code part of the day is complete. Another thing that I need to do is actually look at Glassdoor because what I got is a young talent product track interview for crypto.com. So I actually need to um prep for that. In addition, the flight has actually been delayed again. It's been delayed again, my friend. Delay 到10點20分
咩？
，delay 到10點20分。
咪冇得飛我哋今晚。喂，有冇保險啊？3個鐘就可以㗎喎。我哋幾點啊？
本身係8點25，依家係10點20，所以2個鐘嘅。Yep. Bruh, bruh. That is a bruh moment. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Still，哦，可能變呢個。
Bruh. Okay, anyways, let me just log in real quick. I want you guys to see my stuff, dog. Bro, what the fuck? 做乜係咁 delay 啊？
嚇，繼續 delay 啊？
唔係咪 delay 到10點嘅？The fuck, dude？會唔會飛唔到咧？有可能真係 no cap 有這可能性啊，是有這可能性的啊，my friends。
我覺得唔會得啊。
即係唔會飛唔到，係咪啊？
係啊，啊，
係這個意思啊？
沒錯啊。
好的，好的，好的，承你貴言啊。
好的啊。
好的，好的，好的。所以我們先看一下 crypto.com，好不？我们先搜一下 crypto.com 的，然后我就想看一下 salaries，
salaries 的啊。
对，就最快就看一下 salaries 呗，看一下他们有钱不？这还挺好的耶。
唔係都幾好，我覺得咁樣得唔得啊？即
嗯，
係我聽日 post 咗我哋兩個通常先，跟住之
哇，
後星期五 post，我條生日片，跟住之後就加落。喂，但係呢幅相真係有少少，我哋
，travel nurse，
即係之後都唔知 post 乜，可能都會 archive。
好正喎條魚，the fuck，why you hating on the puffer man？
No, it's cute. It just doesn't fit on the.
Music coordinator. The fuck type of.
你咁係咯，
Hey, shout out Jacob, man.
但係咁樣唔係，我覺得最主要係個 fit 唔靚。
Mm. Wait, did you know Jackal was like he's a teacher now?
Yeah，我知啊。
Cool. Fuck is this? All right, crypto.com, young talent. I want to know if anybody's working in this. So you are doing a product manager thing.
just hide it from the profile. I think that works. I think it works.
Right?
Yep.
They hiring. What does this girl do? 人民 University, 人民大学。我操，这么强！
我操，要唔要杯嘢飲啊？
不用。嗯，用就不是，太有呢。我想知道有谁是做过 Crypto.com 的这个名字叫 like Crypto Product 的东西，是 Product Manager 吗？是这个意思吗？Young talent, there's something like that? No? Young talent. Okay, developer. Okay, this just does not work. Okay, young product. I think it was product. Okay, literally useless. Okay, whatever. All right, let's look at the interviews then. Mm, hmm. Senior DevOps. Wow, a lot of haters. Decline the offer. Mm, damn, that's unfortunate. Cool. Institutional sales assistant interview. AML. AML analyst is what exactly? Product designer. Yeah, what exactly am I interviewing for? Like, what exactly am I interviewing for here? Let me make sure of that.
喝不喝东西？
我不喝了，你喝呗。
喝茶。
我唔使啦。
OK。
So this is the job that I think I'm interviewing for, right? Because I looked into my emails and then like these are all like I found a bunch of jobs that I applied to at crypto.com. Um and then thinking back to my higher view that I did for crypto.com, this is probably the one that I'm interviewing for. It just made a lot of sense. I think it's this one. So let's look if there are any interviews on this. See, yep, that's exactly the one that I am looking for. I think something about product manager, right? Has to build a subscription model for trading news. Okay, I mean, honestly, don't really know what I am interviewing for, kind of. I guess I can ask my mentor, who was a product manager, like how I should be going about this, I guess. Um, yeah, yeah. So I don't really know. Um, what is Hayes? What do they do? I only speak Japanese though. Okay, cool. Um, don't exactly know what I'm going for here. Don't exactly know. These ones would be the ones that I would want to apply for. See, this one I know. This one I don't exactly know. Like that, there's no way I'm not getting that. But anyways, I think it's doable. I think I just have to learn even more. So I'm going to do that now. See you guys later. And for this interview, I don't really know um what to do exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to my girl. I'm gonna talk to some friends who know about this and see what we can do. All right, peace. Bye.